Hi beautiful, welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be the 5 looks 1 palette video with the gold palette from Natasha Denona. This palette is not new, but it is new to me. I just got it during the Sephora VIB sale and immediately I knew that I had to make this video for you. I know a lot of you already have this palette or are interested in getting into some Natasha Denona eyeshadows, so I worked on it as quickly as I could and here it is. I truly hope that you guys enjoy all 5 looks I created with this one. It's definitely one of the best Natasha Denona palettes I have. I do have a rankings video that will hopefully be coming soon. I'm super excited to make it, so definitely stay tuned for that. For today's video though, we're going to be doing 5 different looks with this palette. If you're excited for the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up before you leave. Also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I love doing 5 looks 1 palette videos like this one and showing you guys how to get use out of the palettes that you spend your hard-earned money on. So I would love it if you subscribe to my channel before you leave and check out my other 5 looks 1 palette videos. One more thing before we start with these looks, if you guys want to support my channel, the best way for you to do that is to always shop through my links. I link everything on my face and everything I'm talking about in each video down in the description box. So please use my links if you decide to go for any of these products. It definitely helps me out. Now we do have 5 looks to get into, so let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so first things first, I'm going to start with the color Sand and my REPHR number 15 brush. And Sand is going to be my transition color, so I am very lightly blending it all over my crease. Very light pressure on the brush and just back and forth blend everything. Some more of that same color on the same brush, and I'm intensifying the outer corner a little bit. With my same number 15 brush and the color Teak, I'm going to intensify this outer corner even more. And I want it to look nice and blown out right here on the outer part, so I'm blending it back here real nicely. I have my number 1 brush from REPHR and the color Python, and I'm going to also do that one on the outer corner. That's the reason why I was blowing out the previous color, because I wanted something that this one would blend nicely into. So I tapped and swiped it on the outer part, and now with the tip of the brush I'm going to make it diffuse into my crease color. Now that the color is nice and diffused, I'm going back with some more and repressing it on the outer corner for a little bit more depth and definition. I'm cleaning up right underneath right here just because it was looking a little messy. And sometimes I like to see the structure I'm giving my eye look, and it's distracting when there's too much going on this outer corner. With my REPHR number 2 brush, I'm grabbing the color Lime, and I think this one's going to be perfect for this look because it's a combination between a mustardy yellow sparkle and some teal. And I'm just going to put it all over my eyelid. So I'm patting and swiping with my number 2 brush from the center of the eyelid and forward. Went back for a second dip just to make sure to build it up really nicely. And back with my number 15, make sure everything is blended up here. That looks so fabulous, I really love it. Back with a little bit of Python on the tip of my number 1 brush. I'm going to smoke it out right underneath my eye, just back and forth all the way to the tear duct area. I went ahead and put concealer underneath my eye, by the way. And back with the color Sand on my REPHR number 13 brush, I'm going to smoke that out. So just back and forth with that number 13 and just blend it all out. Make sure you blend it with the top right here on the outer corner of your eye. If anyone knows of a good dark teal eyeliner, please let me know in the comments down below, because I don't think I remember any. But I went ahead and put this blue one on my waterline. It's not ideal, but it is what I have. Lastly, I'm going to use the color Sparks right here on the inner corner, and I'm using my REPHR number 2 brush to blend it in. Okay, so this is the final first look before mascara. Let me go ahead and put on some mascara and show you with mascara on. Okay, I'm back, and this is the first look with mascara on. I did a light layer of mascara because I'm going to put on some lashes and also show you what it looks like with some lashes on. So let me be right back. Okay, here we go. This is the final look number 1 right here. I put on some lashes by Glamnetic, and this is the final look. I really love the teal with the mustardy hint in the transition color and this beautiful shimmer shade on my eyelid. Like, I could die happy with this eyeshadow on. Okay, so let's move on to look number 2. I'm starting look number 2 with the color Aria and my number 15 brush from REPHR once again. And this is going to be the transition color for look number 2. I think I want to make this one a halo eye. So blend things nicely on the crease and all the way in right here. And I just tapped into Aria a second time to build up intensity a little bit. Next, I'm using the color Veris on my number 13 brush, and I'm going to start by tapping it on the outer corner and blending it forward. This is like a really nice shimmery brown shade. And also the inner corner, I'm blending it outwards. I'm leaving a little bit of space though, like on the outer and inner corner right here, because I want to do a dark matte brown as well. But I wanted to use this brown shimmer shade because I feel like I never give brown shimmer shades good use. Same number 13 brush in the color Log, and I am darkening the outer corner of that shimmer brown with that shade, and I'm blending it around it right here on the outer corner as well. Same thing here, blend it upwards and across. Back with my number 15 brush, I'm going to soften that upper edge I created with the dark brown. I feel like between Natasha's beautiful formulas and REPHR's amazing brushes, I have very little work to do here. I have the color Brass right here on this finger, and I'm going to just tap it right in the center of the eyelid. Back with a little bit of Veris on my number 13 brush, I went in on both sides of this center color here to make sure things blend nicely. And this is what the top of look number 2 is like right now. I'm going to clean right here underneath a little bit, and let's start with the bottom side. I have the color Log on my REPHR number 3 brush, and I'm going to blend it on the outer and inner corners of my under eye. And then I'm going to swipe the color Brass right underneath right here in the middle with my number 2 brush from REPHR. I'm adding some concealer to my under eye, and with my number 14 and the color Aria, I'm going to smoke it all out with very, very light pressure. For the inner corner, I'm going to once again use the color Sparks and just tap it in place right there. I'm going to use a brown eyeliner in my waterline. This one is from Pure Cosmetics. And here is look number 2 before mascara. Let me go ahead and put on some mascara, and I'll be right back to show you what that looks like. I'm back with some mascara on, and this is look number 2 with just mascara. Let me also show you what it would look like with some lashes. I really love a smoky eye, and these gold metallics are everything. They're just so freaking beautiful. Back with some lashes on, and this is the final look number 2 right here. Super nice and gold and sparkly, and like it has all the nice bronzy shades in it as well. I really, really love this one. Let's go ahead and move on to look number 3. I'm starting look number 3 with my REPHR number 15 brush and the color Teak. And I'm blending this color on the crease of my eye, grabbing a little bit more, and I'm going to darken it up a little bit. Next, with my REPHR number 1, I'm going to grab the color Aurora, and that is going to be my outer corner shade. So I am swiping and patting that color all over the outer half of my eyelid. With that same number 1 brush, I'm going to extend it upwards a little bit so that it looks like it flows on top of this outer corner darker matte. Just like this, I am extending it over the matte on the crease. Next, with my REPHR number 2 brush, I'm grabbing the color Cava, and that is going to be the color I'm placing on the rest of my eyelid, moving inwards. Adding a little bit more. That color has the prettiest champagne glimmery finish to it, and I'm tapping it over that teal shade to blend it in. With my REPHR number 3, I'm going to grab the color Aurora, and I'm going to blend it underneath my eye all the way to my tear duct area. And I'm going to place Aria right underneath it with my number 13 brush to blend that out. Super light pressure. Sparks on the inner corner, of course. This is what I have for look number 3 so far. I went ahead and did the pure liner in my waterline, just nice and brown. And I'll be right back with some mascara on. Okay, I'm back, and this is look number 3 with just some mascara on. I really love that teal sparkly shade, and I really love that this is not a super dark look. It's nice, it's light, and it's super fun. Let me put on some lashes and I'll be right back to show you all the final look. Okay, and finally, this is the third look with some lashes on as well. I love this one so much. I think this is my favorite one so far. Let's go ahead and move on to look number 4. Starting the fourth look by tapping the color Oro right in the center of my eyelid. Then with my number 2 brush from REPHR and the color Aurum, I'm going to tap this color Aurum right here on the inner part of my lid. And I'm also going to do the same on the outer part, blending it into the center shade. With a REPHR number 14 brush and the color Log, I'm going to start to darken up the outer corner of my eye, and I'm going to blend it inwards a little bit and around the eyelid to intensify my crease color. With that same brush, I'm going to use the color Dijon around the eye as well to blend things out a little further. Alright, I was using my REPHR number 13. I just found my number 14, and I'm going to use it with the color Aria right up here to just fully blend things out on the crease. I'm going to use the color Sparks right here on the inner corner of my eye, and I'm going to also tap it right through the center. Lastly, I want to also add a little bit of sparkle to right underneath my eyebrow. Alright, if I'm being honest with myself, I hate how that top part came out, so let me show you, if you go too high on your crease, how to fix it. You definitely do not fix it by putting makeup remover all over your brand new eyeshadow palette. That is just not what you do. Okay, I have a Q-tip with makeup remover, and I'm going to remove the makeup right underneath my eyebrow. With the dry side of my Q-tip, I'm going to make sure that that line is not as harsh. And now back with my transition color, I'm going back to hopefully fix it. With that same number 14 brush and the color Log, I'm smoking out underneath my eyes. By the way, I like the way that came out now, much better than before, but I'm still not obsessed with this look. However, I'm just going to keep going. Some more of that color Aria, and I'm going to fully finish smoking out my lower lash line. I went ahead and put my pure eyeliner right there in my waterline, and this is what things are looking like before mascara. Let me go ahead and put on mascara, and I'll be right back to show you look number 4. Alrighty, I'm back, and this is look number 4 with mascara on. I feel like this one, out of all of the looks I'm going to do in this video, is going to be the more dupeable. Like, you don't need this palette to create this look, because a shimmer gold and a matte brown you can probably find on any palette. But I always like to use all the shades that come in palettes, so that is why I created this one. Let me show you what it looks with some lashes. Alright, and finally, this is look number 4 with some lashes on. I think this is definitely going to be my least favorite from this video, but I have amazing plans for look number 5. So let's go ahead and go to that one. Okay guys, so let's get started with the 5th and final look. I'm super excited about this one. I already did it on the other side, and I'm excited about it. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm just excited about it. So let's get started. So first things first, with my REPHR number 15 brush, I'm grabbing the color Aria, and this is going to be my transition color. I'm blending it all the way in right here and just doing very soft windshield wiper motions across my crease, grabbing a little more for the outer corner, and I'm diffusing it upwards right here. With that color down, we're going to grab the color Teak on a fluffy brush, just like this number 15, so still the same brush, and I'm going to start to darken up the outer corner a little more and diffuse it upwards. And I'm just back and forth, blending with my fluffy brush. A little more of that same color Teak, and I'm darkening up the inner corner of the eye as well. Just back and forth right here on this inner part. And then with whatever's left on your brush, just go across the crease. With my REPHR number 1 and the color Log, I'm going to darken up the outer corner even more. I'm first tapping that color in place and blending it upwards by tapping a little bit further up every time. And just back and forth right there. Tap, tap, tap it, and now do super soft little circles around any edges to soften up any harsh lines. With a little bit more of that color Lug, we're going to darken up the inner corner as well. Next, I have the color Sparks right here on my index finger, and I'm going to tap this color all over the center of my eyelid. And you see how that color has a nice veil, basically, like it doesn't have a base. It's pretty see-through, just a nice sparkle. So what we want to do is we want to build it up as much as we can so that it looks super sparkly and we don't see as much skin underneath it, basically. Okay, so I just went back into that color around 4 to 5 times and just added a little bit at a time, and this is where I'm at with my eye look. Now I'm going to grab a little bit of the color Aurora and I'm going to put it right in the middle of the sparkle and the brown right here, and I'm going to tap it right there in between those two shades. And of course I'm doing the same thing on the inner part. And that shade packs a little bit more of a punch, so I only just dabbed once in it and it gave me all of that pigment. And this just gives this eye look a lot more dimension. So definitely loving how that is looking. So this is the top of look number 5. I'm absolutely loving it. I think this is going to be my favorite look and I'm not even done with it yet. I'm going to do my face makeup now and I'll be right back and we'll finish up this look. Back with some makeup on, and I use my pure eyeliner to tightline and in the waterline. And with the color Lug in my number 3 brush from REPHR, I'm going to darken up the outer corner and inner corner of my under eye, right here underneath the tear duct area, and I'm just tapping and swiping super softly. And then with the tip of my finger, I'm going to tap Sparks right underneath the middle right here. So with my number 13 brush and the color Aria, we're going to just blend all of that out. Lastly, with the color Sparks on my number 2 brush, we'll do the inner corner of the eye. Just like this, and this is the final look number 5 before mascara and lashes. I really love this look for like festive days. Like this would be something really beautiful to wear to any like Christmas Eve event, I think. So yeah, let me go ahead and put on some mascara and lashes and I'll be right back to show you the final look. I'm back with some mascara on, and this right here is look number 5 with just mascara. I love it. It's such a pretty look. Definitely my favorite one out of the 5 I created. I can already tell you that, but I cannot wait to hear which one is your favorite. So please let me know in the comment section below, 1 through 5, which look you like the most. And let me put on some lashes and show you the final look. Finally, here's look number 5 with some lashes on. These are the Baby Girl lashes by Glamnetic, which are the ones I've been using throughout this whole video. I did go ahead and attach them with a little bit of the magnetic eyeliner right now, and this is look number 5. Okay guys, I am back, and that was all 5 looks with this beautiful gold palette by Natasha Denona. As I said before, my favorite look I created with this palette, hands down, is look number 5, which is the one that I'm wearing. Another look I really loved was the look that I created in my Sephora haul get ready with me video when I tried the palette for the first time. I'm going to link that video up there if you guys haven't watched it yet, so definitely check it out because that look in that video is also one of my favorites. If you guys liked the video, please don't leave without giving it a thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I love you all so much, and I hope to see you back in the next one. Bye!